This is the brush set from Units. This is brushes probably, you know. I'm gonna compare these brushes, which cost $30, with this Wayne Goss set, which cost $130. Probably you would say that it's crazy to compare completely different targeted area, but I would say no. First of all, because when I bought these brushes from Wayne Goss, they became a game changer for me. They improved my makeup application technique 10 times better. It's not a secret that the brushes are very important, but I couldn't imagine that the brushes can change so much and make easier. It's improve your appearance of the makeup on your face, and at the same time it makes your life easier. Why I would like to compare this set to this set and reviewing this set, I would like to compare it between each other, because this set is interestingly good. Let's check together. So I'm gonna apply my eye makeup look with this set, this eye with this set, and this eye with Wayne Goss set. So Units and Wayne Goss. First of all, I have prepped my eyes already. I just would like to set a little bit with my loose setting powder, as normally I do, just a tiny bit. So eyeshadows could blend easily. And I would like to apply the translucent loose powder on the eye area to protect from the eyeshadow. I like this sponge from Real Technique. Unfortunately, my daughter, she bites the tip because it has this kind of shape, so I can make it very sharp line over here to keep this area out of shadows. And now I would like to bring you closer to my eyes so you could see the performance of those brushes. Today I'm gonna do the look with Natasha Denona Mini Lila palette, and the choice of this one is not just by chance. I did it on purpose because I would like to take some shades and blend them, the shades which is difficult to blend and how it's going to appear on the skin, if it's patchy or not, how the brushes performs in terms of blending, because blending is the whole makeup about blending, right? So it's very, very important. So first of all, I will start with, of course, with the transition shade, as usually. And from Wayne Goss, I will take this brush. This is 116. I'd like to make some comparisons. So this is Wayne Goss. And these brushes, I would say that this brush has the same shape and length. Okay. This brush, it's for highlighter, it's definitely not for the eyes. It's huge, you can see. And this brush is also almost the same from Delium Tools, but it's a little bit smaller than this one. So I have to say that I definitely can use this brush for my crease area for transition shade, but I found these brushes a little bit big for my eyes. And even Wayne 16, if you can see when I'm applying it, it goes too much to my brows, which is not okay for me. I don't have precision in application. So I would like to show you one more brush. I already spoke about this brush in my round 1 video about the brushes, where I was talking about the shapes, the brush shapes. And this brush from NYX, I bought it as a 5-piece set. It's a limited edition, and this brush changed the whole imagination, my imagination about the brushes, This brush is amazing. It's a little bit flat. It's not too fluffy. It's rounded, tapered. It's tapered from this angle. It's tapered from this angle, from front and profile. And it gives me so precision in application. Can you see that right now? In application where I need, if you want more, I'm going more, but I'm not going to this area where I'm going to apply the highlight, my eyebrow area. So this brush gave me the imagination of what actually the good brushes should be, and it has such an amazing quality that it also gave me the idea that the synthetic brushes, they might be very, very good. Everything depends on the material they're using, and the density, the shape of the brush is very important, and of course it shouldn't be scratchy, so it has to be soft on the touch. So this brush is ideal for my eyes. If you have the area between your eyebrows and the crease area big, so this brush probably might gonna work for you just perfectly, but for me, I found this brush is difficult to work for my eyes, but I will try to make it work for me. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just make like just tip, not to go with the whole working area of the brush. I'm going just to tip a little bit. Okay, like so, if you can see. And I'm gonna apply just a little bit above the crease area. I don't want eyeshadows to go on my lid. So as you can see, the eyeshadows go so smoothly. Can you see that? And I'm just blending. I am barely touching my skin, you can see, just with the tip of the brush, so I'm not working with the whole brush. I like to work with the whole brush because that means like with the whole working area of the brush, because I feel controlled by the brush. Right now I'm just trying to find the way so it's gonna work for me, and I'm applying gently this eyeshadow. So I'm blending this eyeshadow a little bit above. First I applied it into the crease area. If you have a hooded eyes, you have to look into the mirror straight, but you also have to stretch your eyebrows up, like lift them up. I mean, it's so effortlessly, it's so easy to work with blending brush from Wayne. It's amazing. I cannot say that they are when I heard that they are soft on the touch, but they are pretty densely packed, and they are pretty dense. They are not just like I'm sorry, I don't know where I'm going. No, it's not that situation. It's there, but I would like to get more definition, and I suppose to go with this brush, but I already blended a little bit and I would like to have more precision there, and I will go with 17, one of the most usable brushes from the set probably, and with this brush you can do a lot, and I like this brush more for this area because I can put the right amount of the product into my crease and then blend it in a circular motions, and I have more control with this brush. This brush is probably similar. This is blending 776 from Delium Tools, but you can see that it's longer. If we compare to Jacqueline Hill Morphe collaboration, this is 32, it's just a little bit shorter than this one and a little bit not that fluffy one. When the brush is more fluffy, it means you have less control. I like to have a lot of control. I like small brushes for when I apply the makeup. Maybe it's very similar to this brush from Delium Tools. It's 785. It's tapered blending brush. So this is blending brush, so I think it's more comparable to 16, number 16 Wayne. Okay, so I'm going with this brush and I would like just to intensify my crease area and create the shadow in there. So I apply this eyeshadow and then I'm blending this up. So I can blend as much as I need and then again intensify and again blend and blend. The Wayne Goss brush is all about blending. And now I'm going with the brushes from units. I will take the biggest brush. This is, I believe, the crease brush, and this is the blending brush. The blending brush just a little bit shorter. So I will try to apply the same shade with this brush. I like that this brush is not fluffy like the Wayne Goss one. Can you see? Side by side. The Wayne Goss, it's tapered, it stopped tapering from like more than a half, and this is tapered from like on the top. It's not really round, it's oval, but kind of triangle shaped, but it's less fluffy. So that the less fluffy you have on your brush, that means you have more precision. Now I start applying this eyeshadow. It gives me nice depth. And now I am blending it in a circular motions. I'm taking more product and I'm applying it above the crease, or maybe this is my crease area. I don't know. When you have a hooded eyes, you should know your area where to apply the eyeshadows by heart. So I am blending it in a circular motions and blending it upwards because I need a nice shading. This shade in this palette, the neutral one, is so nice. I like that I have a lot of precision with this brush, so I'm not touching my lid area, which I want to keep clean for another eyeshadow, for another shade, yeah? So I'm blending it upwards. I think it did a very nice job, amazing job. Now, so you have to see that the ferrule, it's round here, and it's tapered, round tapered on the bristle. It's very soft, and I like it's very soft, no scratching at all. We are moving forward, and I would like to apply my outer V with this shade. This is my favorite probably brush from Wayne Goss. It's number 19. It's the kind of, comparing to the previous ones, it's going thinner. And all his brushes going thinner if it's thick, so the hand is thick. If the brush thinner, the hand going thinner as well. So I love this brush much more than the 17, the popular one, because it's thinner, I have more precision with this one, and with this particular brush now you can build up the color as well. Actually you can build with 17 as well, but for me it's too big brush. This is 19. I have more control, I have less area to work with, so I am taking and when I bought these brushes, they have a little bit better shape. After washing them, it became a little bit fluffy, which I'm not enjoying right now. So I'm packing this color on my outer V. Now I need more precision. I want to have more precision. I slightly go upwards, just slightly. I don't want to go too much because I want to have the eyeshadow just in the outer V. And I want very intense there. And I'm blending a little bit upwards, but not closer to my nose. And I'm creating kind of elongated area. And this is what I'm gonna do. The next step, I would like to proceed with the same eye and with the same eyebrow shade. First of all, I would like to compare this 19, which is my favorite probably from this set, and what I can do everything. I can build up the color, I can blend it in circular motions, and the size of this brush, just the right size for my eyes. I would like to compare this brush with Jaclyn Hill Morphe Collaboration GH40. Even though this brush is, the bristle of this Jaclyn Hill brush is shorter a little bit than the Wayne Goss, they probably do exactly the same job. And this just perform just pretty enough, just very good. I think this is a squirrel, I'm not sure, but I don't think this is the synthetic brushes. So this is the goat bristle and this is the squirrel, I believe. Maybe this is a goat. I really love these brushes because I can do with them a lot. So this is what I created, and on the same eye I will take Wayne 18. This is the brush, it's flattened a little bit right here. It has kind of round tapered from this side and from this side. You can see that this brush would really remind me my favorite brush from NYX, which changed my life and imagination about the brushes in general. And this brush can work very well on your crease when you would like to identify your crease and create kind of a sharp line. This brush is going to work perfectly. This brush also is going to perfect with another technique which is getting very popular right now, and I would say this technique came from Natasha Denona. I haven't seen it before with somebody else. Maybe it's not from her, maybe it's not new technique. But the classic one, when you layer in the eyeshadow, one eyeshadow, blending, and then another eyeshadow, blending. I prefer not to blend them, not to layer them. I prefer to blend them on the edges. So I'm gonna apply the most poison berry shade. I'm applying to the tip, and I applying to the edges just to add kind of brightness. And blend in edges. This is my blending brush, number 17. I just would like to blend those harsh lines. I would like to add a little bit right here, this shade. So I could do that with another technique as well, but I prefer this technique. Now I'm going to this side. So over here I have kinda a builder. So it's a flat brush. It's not very fluffy, but at the same time it's tapered, and it's easy to apply eyeshadows with this brush and build the color. So I will build the color from this area, this shade, and I'm gonna dab it like so and apply it. And I would like to extend it just a little bit to the lash line area. Yes, you can go in any direction with this kind of brushes. For me, the most important to intensify the outer V, and then I will blend it with another shade. So when I was applying the eyeshadows on this side, I was tapping with Wayne Goss 19, my favorite brush, and I was blending at the same time a little bit right here. With this builder, I have to take another brush and blend it a little bit. So it has the blending brush, it's rounded here, the bristle is rounded here, it's tapered with a round shape. It has shorter bristle than the crease one, and it's more like kind of oval tapered, and this more like almost flat rounded tapered. And I'm going to blend, so it's clean, or maybe I just take a little bit of transition shade and blend it just a little bit, and edges right here. And now I'm gonna take another brush which this set has. This brush reminds me, again, this is the NYX, my favorite one, and from Wayne Goss number 18. Wayne, a little bit fluffy, and I cannot, it's more denser packed. It's tapered more, that's why it's fluffy. It's tapered, the tapering starts like almost from the center of the bristle, that's why it's more fluffy here. And the bristles probably pressed in a little bit different direction. This almost flat, but it's not flat, but it's not fluffy, something in between. So I'm taking the Poison Berry, which is this kind of pinky dark magenta color, and I'm gonna blend it. I will start right here. And I will blend the edges. Okay, you can blend with this brush This brush I think is very, very useful. Because you have a tip, you have a precision, you have a control with this brush. It's not too fluffy. It has the point over here. So at the same time, it's long enough so you can blend and make a circular motions. I think it's in a Sonia G, you will find these brushes, she named them walkers. So this kind of brushes, which has a short bristle, it's pressed on the side, it's rounded, tapered, and this kind of brushes, you pack in the color on the lids. She named them builders. This kind of brushes, it's very similar, but it has a tip a little bit, so it's more oval tapered. It's the same shape, but the bristles just are longer. And she named them workers. So this kind of workers, and they are very, very useful brushes. You can work with the crease with them. You can work everywhere. Oh, sorry, I came to the wrong area. You can blend the colors together. You can see this eye came a little bit better shaped than this one. This is me or brushes? Okay, let's continue. Now the most important moment. I would like to apply this. This is a metallic shade. This is the blue dahlia. This is the blue shade with teal reflects. I would say this is the perfect blue. I have the video where I was looking for the perfect blue and I found it in this palette. So I would like to apply it under my low lash line. And this is a trick because from units I have this 201 brush. This is kind of a pencil brush, a little bit longer, but still. I think my video stopped unfortunately. So what I was doing, I was applying the shade linen, which is metallic linen color, kind of a beige champagne color. I was applying with my fingers on both sides because the fingers are not solved with Wayne Goss or units. You always have them with you. So I applied them to my inner V and was applying the most of the color on the inner V and then dragging it a little bit on this area to mix the berry colors with this color. And now I would like to show you one brush. It's from Wayne Goss. It's amazing, beautiful, tiniest, small, flat brush. I would like to compare with the normal. We usually use the flat brushes to pack some intensity into our lash line area. And this brush is really hectic for me because when I'm putting the color over there, especially in this area, I cannot see where I'm putting color, how much it's going there. And when I saw this brush or this kind of brushes, I really love them. I have another brush which is probably meant to be for lips, but I found for lips is very small. It's kind of more eyeliner brush, and it's so tiny and it's so thin, and at the same time it's really stiff, so you can pack the color right in between the lashes. And with this brush, it's softer, it's densely packed, but it's very, very soft. It's a little bit on the edge, a little bit cut like this area, not flat, just like a little bit with the angle. And the bristles cut, I mean. And when you pack, so you pack in under, holding the brush under the angle, and you have so much space to see where you're applying the color. You can apply it right into your inner corner and it will not hurt your eye. With this, you also can go inside of the inner corner, but maybe it's a little bit scratchy. It's from Eco Tools actually. I really love this brush. I work with this a lot, and I really recommend this kind of brush or this kind of brush, whatever, because the price is tremendously different. So I also would like to tell you about the eyeliners, which you also can use with this particular area. And my favorite eyeliner is from Delium Tools. This is the 762 small angle. It's very, very thin. Actually, this is from IT Cosmetics Superhero 4-in-1 brush. It's also very thin, but it's a little bit wider, but it's amazing brush. It's very soft. This one is very soft. They are both, I love them. With this one, you just have a little bit more precision. Please keep in mind, this is not stiff. It's the stiffness of this one in kind of in the middle. It's not very soft. It's not very like it's not bending very easily, but at the same time it's very soft. It's not like dense or stiff brush. This one is also very, very soft. So now I would like to proceed with this Wayne Goss number 08. This is number 08, and it was not included in the set, so I'm going to work on both sides because I would like to finish my look, to add in color right here to my inner corner. To highlight the eyebrow area, I'm going with the Walker brush, which we cleaned and we were using as a transition shade on the lower lid to blend everything together. And now I'm going to use this brush with this metallic beautiful shade Linen, just to add a little bit light there. Okay. And the same type of brush I'm using 204, I'm using from Units. Can you see how behave this brush on my eyes? It really reminds me the very expensive Japanese brushes. This this is the airbrush, they name it, the shape of the brush, airbrush. This is the small version of that one. But I noticed that all these bristles, they behave on the skin in the same way like the very expensive brushes behave. So I have to say that it's extremely unusual for me, because this is not a natural bristles, it's synthetic bristles, but I think the material they made from, it's amazing. This brushes performs just stunning. I will make my lashes and I'll get back to you. So this is the final look, and let's talk about the brushes. So this is the high-end brushes, which has the incredible performance and creates a beautiful job, especially there is one mix, especially about the blending job. The blending job just outstanding. What I would like to say about these brushes, if I recommend or not, in my just mentioned before I put mascara on my lashes, these brushes are amazing. Bristle bands, like very similar, like very expensive Japanese brushes like Chikohada, Surad, and any other brands. Of course, the color payoff or the time they are giving you the color from the brush, it's the same like the synthetic brushes, so it gives you colors right away, very fast. The natural hairs, they're giving you slowly, which gives this effortless effect of blending. This one is blends amazingly. You work with this one, but $30 and $130. So it's 4 times difference, but the performance of this brush is just amazing. I definitely recommend those brushes. And this brush set reminds me the Sonia G brush set. She has a crease brush, she has a blending brush, she has this is the Sonia G set. She has the pencil brush, she has actually an amazing pencil pro brush. She has also pencil 1, pencil 2, and I believe she has pencil 3, and she created the pencil pro, which is something in between all of them, but I think all those pencils are just incredibly well. And she has a builder, so kind of a packing brush, and she has this kind of a walker brush. It's probably very similar to Pro Eye Set from Sonia G, so you can see it right here. And about these brushes, definitely they making a certain job. Like this particular brush set or Sonia G brush set, they meant to work with different kind of eyeshadows. They're more universal. This kind of brushes from Wayne Goss, I would say it's very luxurious, blending, all about the blending brushes. They do a lot. You could see that I created with these 2 sets almost the same eye look. So now you can see the difference and you can decide what actually you need. Another thing which I would like to talk about, so this set you cannot buy, I believe you cannot buy separately each brush. Maybe you can buy another set which has a black handle and silver ferrule. With Wayne Goss brushes, each brush, and with Sonia G you can buy these brushes separately. When you buy the Sonia G or Wayne Goss brushes set, you don't have any kind of like bundle discount, like when you're buying more you get in a little bit discount. No, the price for this set, I believe it's exactly the same, like you're paying for each brush separately. So in this situation, if you have like mine eyes, it's not, I don't have enough space or a lot of space between my crease area and eyebrows, I would recommend to buy these brushes separately. And probably you don't need this brush, because maybe I will use this brush for highlighter or maybe even for contouring, you know, maybe it's difficult a little bit, but maybe blending a little bit more contouring, you know, to make it softer. It's incredible blending brush. I would recommend to go, so this brush is the biggest one, is number 16. If you have a lot of space where you can use all these brushes, so yes, you can go with the whole set. But I would recommend to go with even these 3 brushes, which is brush number 18, brush number 19 and brush number 20. So 18, 19 and 20. These brushes are amazing. This brush is amazing blending under eye area. You could see I could even pack, squeezing it a little bit. The brush number 19, it's kind of for me the number 17 but smaller, and I prefer this brush better for myself. This brush for crease and blending as well, and packing kind of color and mixing and highlighting. This is number 18. I love this brush a lot. It's pressed a little bit on one side and it tapered, so it's kind of flat and fluffy at the same time and has long bristles. So this is how I would divide this set, and I would recommend to buy this tiniest cute brush 08 from his previous launch, and I love this brush, for example. So let's say these 4 brushes I would recommend, and something else maybe you can check, maybe something for your face, for the contouring, something like that. This is my recommendation about the buying this. For the Sonia G, it's the same situation. If you buy this brushes separately, you will get the same price. So for example, if you have the blending brush, which is amazing, and the crease brush, so probably you can go with, she has an amazing smudge brushes. She has smudge 1, 2 and 3. Check them all, they are beautiful. Maybe you can choose which one you would like. She has builder 1, 2 and I believe 3, and in this set she has a builder pro, which I don't know, some people even like builder 3 or builder 2 more than builder pro. You can check those brushes and make your set, or just make it cheaper if you want. Now you can decide what you need actually. I probably with Sonergy, I probably can exchange one brush from this set with some smudge brush, or maybe with another pencil brush. You can check, because she also has an amazing pencil brushes 1, 2 and 3, I believe. So just check of them before you buy the set. Thank you very much for watching. If you find this video useful and you like it, give me your thumbs up, that would be appreciated. And there is a ring bell button, so you will be notified every time I'm posting a new video if you click that button. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.